Good morning. Hello. Okay, I don't know where to start this because this vlog series that I started in the Badlands just took the most chaotic turn I could have never predicted. So you guys probably already saw the camper video, but for me in real time, I only found out about the camper last night. So this is the next morning. But when I was taking the camper in, I fully thought that storm had done no damage. I fixed everything and that the cables just needed like recalibrated, right? And that's not the case. So I've been in town. I've been staying at this Love's truck stop, which is honestly amazing. I love it here. I will give away this location at some point because this is a great Love's. It's so clean. The people are so nice. Anyways, and so yesterday, or no, 2 days ago, my car started to make a funny noise. So I got that oil changed because it was due and I figured that it was. And then you guys are gonna hate knowing this, but I have to be honest about it. So for the past year, like literally since this time last year, my driver's side door, I cannot unlock it from the outside. I've been having to get in and out of the car from the passenger side, like open, like with the, because I don't have a key fob, like this is an old car. So I have to use the key to unlock the door on the passenger side, like flip up the lock and then walk around and get in through the driver's side. So safety reasons for like getting away somewhere quickly from the outside, never gonna happen. But for the last year, I've just been dealing with it. Yesterday, the exact same thing that happened to my driver's side lock happened to my passenger side lock. So for the last 24 hours, I have had to keep the car unlocked when I leave it, which is not very long. I haven't been able to really go anywhere because of it. Because the only way now to get into the car is to crawl in through the trunk because that's the only thing my key will unlock. So I started to get really upset and really frustrated with this car because I love this car so much, but I've been really hard on it. You guys have seen all my videos. This car was not meant to be lived in, but I had no choice. Like if you guys don't know, my business closed in 2020 because of the pandemic. I have a lot of business debt. My credit is not stellar because of that, because I had just taken out a business loan to redo my salon and had put some of it on credit cards, which is not ideal, but I was doing really well in my salon and I assumed I was just reinvesting into another 6-figure year in my business, and the pandemic shut me down. So I can't just walk into a dealership and finance a new car. I just cannot. I've tried and I get denied every time. No matter how hard I work on my credit, no matter how many things I pay off, it doesn't matter. So anyways, that's not the point of this video. So the point of this video is to say I'm a real person with real person problems. So if you're going through financial stuff, I've been taught to be so ashamed of it. And I want to let you know it is the most stressful thing in the entire world. And I think that's why this past year has been so traumatic, because I've been walking on eggshells with this car, knowing that if I don't have the cash saved up to buy something in cash, that I'm screwed, right? And that's been my only goal, is to have enough savings so when this car does die, that I wouldn't be on the street. And that's a nervous laugh. Like, I don't think that's funny. So I have right now a little over $7,000 saved up, and I figured that would buy me a decent car, right? Like, that's not something that's then like something really sketchy, but that would be eliminating all of my savings. So yesterday, after the lock thing happened, I got online in this area and I was like, maybe the car that I'm looking for is in this area. I just had like such a good feeling about it. And there was there's a Honda Pilot that's about an hour away from here that is listed at like 8,000 and like that's listed at just under $9,000. And I figured if I put as much as I possibly can down on the car and have to only finance a couple thousand, maybe it will go through. I went down there, test drove the car, sat with the guy. I got denied. Even though I was putting down everything I'd worked for all year, I look bad to the credit bureaus, which is fine. It's my responsibility. It's my responsibility. I don't blame my debt on anybody else. Even though a lot of it's paid off now, it obviously lingers, right? So I left, and he obviously said, if I get a trade-in or something that fits your needs that you can buy in cash, like this guy was so great about it, he was like, I will call you. And I was like, okay. And so I was talking about it to somebody who has offered me help in the past, who has been a literal angel. And has just supported me this whole year to follow my passion, to do YouTube full time and support me through all of that. And she helped me quit my previous job, day job, so I could go full time on YouTube and bring all my knowledge to you guys. And I reached out to her, and because Jen is a literal angel sent from heaven, she said that she would co-sign for me. So I think I'm gonna be able to get the car today, and I don't know for sure, but I think last night could have been the last night that I was in this car, and I'm gonna have like a real okay, I'm getting myself together. So I'm pretty sure today, if everything goes smoothly, I already called my bank. They said the money that I can put down, even though it's a larger amount, I don't have a bank that's close to here to like go get a check. They said that I can just run my debit card, and she's gonna call in and get her stuff done, and hopefully today's the last day with Sheila. And I don't know, I just am floored by the generosity of Jen and the fact that she's gonna hate that I'm talking about her so publicly online, but I don't have a lot of blindly supportive people in my life anymore, and the fact that she believes in me, the fact that she trusts me so much, is very healing. To have a person that wants you to thrive and be safe and do what you want. And I don't know. I can't believe it, but I'm so grateful for it, and I can't thank her enough, and I'm indebted to her for the rest of my life. Because I don't even have family that would step up for me like this. So to have somebody outside of all of that just swoop in and help me get my dream vehicle. It's literally perfect. If you guys are seeing this, you'll see the car. It has the towing capacity that I want, even though I don't have the camper now. It'll be a good long-term vehicle because it has the towing capacity I want. It's bigger. It has reliable air conditioning. It has a sunroof. It's the color I wanted. It's just, I mean, it's going to be another, you know, long-term car. So it's not a fleeting emergency purchase, but I just happened to find it where I am. And I'll figure out the camper stuff later. That camper will have to get sold before I leave here too. So we're gonna have to stay in this area for a little bit. But yeah, it just feels really nice. And I know, at least for me personally, it's really hard to reach out for help because I have usually been denied anytime I've been asked, but she has drilled it into my head to ask. And I've never asked before, even when I've been in some precarious situations, because I wanted to ask when it was right, and this is the right time. And I'm just floored she said yes, because nobody ever says yes to me anymore when it comes to that stuff. And I just want to make her proud. And so I can't wait to create more SUV content because I'm moving back into a Honda. So last night was the last night, I'm pretty sure, in Sheila. And you know, I would be more sad about Sheila, but I had some pretty dark times in this car. I know I haven't talked about it a lot and I've been asked about it recently. But the beginning of my journey wasn't, I didn't lie about the beginning of my journey, but it definitely wasn't as glamorous as I made it out to be. It really was barely a choice. So I will talk about it one day, but I figured if I at least open about this part of it, maybe that's gonna make somebody else not feel so alone and feel so trapped by their past decisions and past things that have happened to them. And I understand the stress. I am a real person. I'm not somebody online that's faking this and just has all this behind the scenes extra money or people that I can go stay with all the time. It's just been me and Pippa. So when Jen came into my life, that it's just been life-changing. And I'm gonna stop talking about her because I don't want to embarrass her, but it's been the first person that's been very supportive of me in that way in a long time. So if you're just white knuckling it, I feel you. I feel the stress. A lot of people have commented about my weight gain on this channel, and it's stress. It's added stress. I'm currently having a legal battle, or what's going to be coming up as something very legal with my family. It's been stress, guys. Like, I can't hide. Like, I know I'm a stress eater. I don't drink anymore. And even if I am in therapy, it doesn't matter. It's that I've been living stressed out 24/7 from all of this. And this is going to take one of the biggest burdens off of my mind. And I can't, again, thank her enough for helping me with that tiny little push that I needed to do it all the way. So I didn't end up in an emergency situation. So I can't be more grateful for that. So I don't think I'm going to miss Sheila. But even being in the camper the last 6 weeks, as sad as I am that the camper didn't work out, spending the last few days in the car again, I think I'm just supposed to be a car camper. I've been much less stressed out being in the car again. And even though the camper is so small, it still was like a big change in my life that I don't know what was the right change. Now looking back on it a little bit, and now knowing that I like don't have the camper to go back to, I think just upgrading the vehicle and continuing to SUV camp is the right move. So hopefully the next clip you see is me later today in the car. So I'm sorry you had to hear my ramble, but I think somebody out there needed to hear it, and if not, I need it out there for my own sanity, so people know that this is real for a lot of us, even if it looks like everything's perfect. It's not. And you guys know I've always been as real as I possibly can be on this channel, and I'm trying to be more open, even though it's hard for me. And this is a real thing that's happening. So yeah, hopefully I end this clip and it's Pippa and I in our new car. Let's see. All right, Sheila is cleaned out for the last time, and he said he's gonna fix her up. Duct tape floors and all. So, bye car home. I want to thank Philip at Rogo Mobiles in St. Bonifacius, Minnesota, for helping me get this new Pilot. He was amazing. If you guys are in the area or can make a trip, buying a car at his lot was so easy and so nice that I have never had a better car buying experience in my entire life, and he deserves all the props for that, and especially for helping me out that day. So go check them out. He also said that he is going to fix up Sheila and keep us posted on what he does with her and how he fixes up the CRV. So if I get an update from him, I will definitely update you guys on the CRV. But for now, we are in the Pilot and I am so excited. We're in the car! Aren't we, Pippa? Yay! We're so freaking happy. Obviously, this is not the same day. I've obviously had a lot going on in between, and it rained that whole day that I bought the car, and obviously I was overwhelmed that day, to say the least. Very grateful, very happy everything worked out, but I did need to immediately move everything obviously over, and then had to, in between when it was raining, reorganize everything so I could sleep in it that night. And then I have plenty of other videos coming of footage of how I'm setting it up, what I'm doing with it, what I did with it while I was still on the road before I got back to my storage unit, just everything. So don't worry, those things are all going to also come. But I wanted to show you the car empty and give you a little voiceover tour. All right, here she is all cleaned out. This is a 2011 Honda Pilot. She has about 217,000 miles on her, and I got her for $9,000. We have the rear trunk here that has a ton of storage space, and I'm so excited because I don't have to make a bed build then. I plan to just put the seats down. So here is the back seat. This is actually the third row of seating, and they have all these nice weather mats, and the carpet is already mostly covered, so I'm gonna actually leave everything covered as much as possible so we can keep things clean. As you can see, the seats fold down flat. Here's what they look like up. I don't think they'll ever be up, but I just figured I'd show you guys in case anybody was interested in a Honda Pilot. But everything does fold flat, which is why I chose this vehicle. And to have that rear air, those cup holders, there's so much freaking storage in this car, and I'm so excited about it. Here's what it looks like with those seats pulled down. That was the side that I slept on the first night, and it was amazing. Here is the front seat, tons of room. Again, it has those weather mats in the front, plenty of storage space, so much space for me to put anything in the sides of the car and everything like that. The cup holders are under there, but they're kind of dirty, so I just left that closed, and I have all of the tech stuff right there, and my side I have covered so it just doesn't glare. But these are super nice. I am gonna have to get some seat covers though, because the leather is a little slidey for me and Pippa. And there's a moonroof. I'm so excited, or a sunroof, whatever we want to call it these days. But it gives a ton of natural light, and I can look at the stars at night. I'm just so excited. So this is the new car. Now we're back to SUV camping. So if you're interested in SUV camping, I plan to do this for at least the next 6 months to a year, possibly, with the trip that I have planned. I'm very excited to have this car. I am probably a week out now, and I'm way more relaxed now in this car versus the camper or even the last Honda. It really helps us out if you like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, anything like that. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. You say bye, Pippa? Bye.